It's 9:30. Do you know what time it is? It's time for the Coffee Break Chat with host Mike Bellamy on WICC.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Coffee Break Chat. Joining me this morning is John Niski, who is the Shelton Robotic Advisor for the SIS Robotic Revolution team. And this is an amazing story, and it's something that's been happening right underneath our nose here in the local area. Could you imagine finding out just by looking at a particular sticker that was placed on some sort of product and whether or not it was actually refrigerated at the proper temperature its entire shelf life during transportation, going to and from? What an amazing idea. And this is an idea that's been come up with, and it's going through the ranks and the possibility of it being patented. John, thank you so much for joining us this morning. How are you?
Very good, Mike.
Now, first off, kind of tell us, let's go back with the SIS Robotic Revolution team. Tell us what that is.
The Robotic Revolution team is a group of middle school students, one of 4 teams that we have in our Shelton Public Schools that participate in the first robotics competition, the Lego League level, which is the middle school level. And part of the competition each year is to design and build a small Lego robot that has to meet some challenges. But half of the competition is a research and presentation project. This year, the teams had to find an innovative solution to a food safety problem. And there are probably 10,000 teams across the globe that are participating in this competition. And the students here in Shelton had a local competition. There were about 25 teams. And the Robotic Revolution team won the local competition, advanced to the state tournament held at Central Connecticut State University in December, where they were awarded the best innovative solution for their project there. And now they are part of a competition that is a global innovative solution competition through the first competition. So currently there are about 175 other teams that have submitted ideas, and they will be judged accordingly. And the winner of the competition will be able to patent their idea and work with inventors from the U.S. Patent Office and from the Edison Project to bring their idea to market. It's very exciting.
No, John. This is an idea. This isn't actually been a prototype. Hasn't actually been made of the smart sticker.
They're currently working on a prototype to try to get it, a working prototype. But it really is the idea, the solution to the problem. And the idea came about because back in October, when we were in the middle of our robotic season and they were looking at different food safety problems, was when we had the power failures. And, many people were without power for days, and they were staying at relatives' houses, and then they would come home and open up the refrigerator and look at the food in there and wonder, gee, is this any good? Now, milk is pretty easy to smell if it's bad, but when you look at a carton of eggs, it's hard to tell whether or not they went bad. And they said, boy, wouldn't it be great if there was some kind of indicator or sticker on the eggs that told us that these eggs haven't been appropriately stored during the storm. So the kids did a bunch of research, and they found that 21% of all eggs contain some type of salmonella, and that 53% of supermarkets do not keep their eggs at the appropriate temperature, either during the transportation stage or in the when they're in the supermarket. And they said, wow, this is, and they kind of went with that idea and brainstormed, and they talked with people from different area businesses. They called the folks up at Eggland's Best, and they talked with them about the idea. They did some scientific research. They really spent a lot of time developing the Smart Sticker, which ultimately got them the awards that they've received so far.
John Niski is joining us, Shelton Robotic Advisor with the SIS Robotic Revolution team. They have moved up through the ranks. The middle school students have come up with an idea, as John mentioned, the Smart Sticker, and an ability to sort of observe items and their temperatures, making sure there are proper temperatures throughout when it starts somewhere and it gets to you, making sure that everything is with Tropical Storm Irene and people's power being out in October. What a great idea to make sure this is all it. Now, if you win the global competition, which is the FLL Global Innovation Award, a grant of $20,000 will help put this program together, but also doesn't this project, it gets patented as well, correct?
Absolutely. Part of the competition process is an online voting component where all the teams submit their ideas to the website, and then people can go and look at the different ideas and then vote for the one that they like the best. And the top 10 teams that receive the most votes, they will move on to the semifinals. And then the judges will also look at all the other ideas and pick another 10 teams from those as well to move on to the semifinals. And then the top 3 will actually get awards. But because it was going to be published out in the public on the website for people to vote at, the kids really needed to protect the idea through the patent process. So we brought in someone from the industry who was involved in the patent process and talked to the kids, explained to them all about the patent process. They learned how to go through the different steps that are involved and actually have filed for a provisional patent for the idea. And hopefully, as we move along, even if they don't ultimately win the grand prize, they're still going to continue to pursue patenting the idea through the work that they've done.
What an education these kids are getting. I mean, you just talked about probably 5 different fields that they're going to learn about as they continue through school, and law being one of them when it comes to patent laws. I mean, you talk about learning life lessons through these types of projects. I mean, my gosh, everything that you just described, all these kids are learning this stuff.
It's a really great program, and we're really excited about the things that are going on here in Shelton as far as science and technology, and our robotics program starting with this at the middle school and moving right up to the high school.
Now, who's on the team?
Excuse me?
Who's on the team?
We have on this particular team there are 7 students who are from either the Perry Hill School, which is our 5th and 6th grade school, or the Shelton Intermediate School. Their names are Victoria O'Malley, Kayer Shah, Raj Ganjakunta, Rav Ravishankar, Sejal Bagarva, David Jujina, and Joseph Niski.
Joseph Niski sounds very familiar to John Niski, who I'm talking to. What's the relation?
That's my boy.
That's your boy. Oh, my gosh. I mean, talk about the pride that you have. I mean, this is amazing. I talked to you right before we came on the interview. I said, John, this is way over my head, the stuff that we're talking about here. I mean, I barely passed, physical education in school, let alone going through these types of things. And as you said, it's a simple idea, but yet you had, a group of kids come up with it, and there's nothing like this out there.
The research that we've done is that they haven't really found anything that is exactly like this, and that was the exciting part about it. Is the more that they looked, the more that there were similar products for different types of things. Like firefighters have a sticker that they use on their ladders that if the ladder's been in a really intense heated fire, it could compromise the safety of the material in the ladder. But other than that, we really weren't able to find too much. So we're pretty excited about it. The kids are very excited.
I think of things that, there's a big push for temperatures and cooking type of things, meats and, meat thermometers. But I don't hear a lot about food being stored, making sure that it stays at that particular temperature or within that range of a temperature throughout its existence. Oh, you're right. I haven't heard of it. Okay, so what do listeners need to do? Because we all can be a part of this. We can all help you guys accomplish this ultimate goal. What can we do to help out?
Well, the key is for people to vote and to vote often. The way the competition is set up, in order for us to advance to the next level of judging, if people can go online and vote. I'd give you the full link of the website, but it's a very long website. If people just Google up Smart Sticker Shelton, it'll take them right to the site. It'll bring them right there, and they can vote once a day, every day until March 1st. And that's when the voting period ends. We are currently, out of 175 teams, we've been sitting a solid second place with over 12,000 votes over the last couple of weeks, and which is a good place for us to be. But the more people that get online and vote for the smart sticker, the better chance we'll have of getting this idea to fruition.
You talk about kids going out to a basketball game, cheering on their fellow classmates, and you can do certain things to help them out and win the game. You can make it loud for the other team, but here's a way that fellow students and families in the whole Connecticut area, Shelton, and all around the whole valley can get together to support these kids and really make a difference. Not just cheer loud at a sporting event, but really make a difference for these kids moving forward.
Absolutely.
Wow, amazing.
It only takes a minute to click on the link and vote.
And keep voting, you said. Just keep voting.
Keep voting once a day, every day. Vote early, vote often.
That's yeah. Certain parts of the state are accustomed to that, that's for sure. All right, John, thank you so much. I'm going to put a link on my Facebook page so people can go to this and they can click it directly and go and vote and read up more about the project. Thank you so much. And when should we start hearing about things? When's the next date that we should be looking for?
We should know after March 1st if we're going to advance to the next level, and then by April 1st, they will be announcing who the top 3 finalists are. So we have a couple of weeks, and it'll go quickly.
All right.
Very excited. Thank you so much for helping us.
No problem. Let's touch base again right after March 1st and see where we're at and what we can do to continue to help, okay?
Thank you very much.
Take care, John. John Niski, as we said, the Shelton Robotic Advisor with SIS Robotic Revolution Team. Once again, all you have to do is put in Google Smart Sticker Shelton, and it'll take you right to this very complex. It's almost as if these kids that came up with these ideas came up with this website as well. It's a very complex website, but you can click it and then vote for this team. It's the Smart Sticker. An indicator sticker on the outside of refrigerated food packaging that indicates with a green sticker if the food product has been kept at a correct temperature. And looking at the statistics specifically about eggs, my gosh, we should know exactly what the temperature is on these items before we purchase them. So give me a few minutes, go on my Facebook, you can get more information on it as well.